What's going on, guys? I am back with another video. This one is just going to be a real short one, updating my previous video about the WrestleMania 29 card rumors and etc. It, WrestleMania hasn't really shaped up yet, so it's kind of no telling what the card is going to look like so far. I think only the top four matches are really set in stone. WWE keeps changing directions. I don't even think they know what they want to do. So, first, let's just mention some of the people who really have nothing to do at this point. Dolph Ziggler, WWE is clearly confused about what they want to do with him. Where do you go with the Shield and Ryback at this point? I don't want to see them in another type of tag team match again for the third time at Mania, because you know the third time would be the one Ryback finally gets over. You got the Big Show, who somehow now is involved in this whole Shield thing, and Kofi Kingston, another guy who really has nothing to do. They'll probably throw Kofi Kingston in some type of tag match, of course, or maybe a singles match with Dolph Ziggler or Biggie Langston, seeing as some of the recent events that have happened, maybe against Team Rhodes Scholars or one of the guys, Damian Sandow or Cody Rhodes. You never know. I'm still going to stick with my pick of Caitlyn versus AJ. They don't really have another diva right now to even challenge Caitlyn, and AJ seems to be the most logical answer to me, so I'm going to stick with that one. Antonio Cesaro for the U.S. title. I really have three choices of who I think they're going to go with for this match. It's either going to be Randy Orton, The Miz, or R-Truth, or maybe Orton isn't involved in his match, and maybe they go with some type of triple threat with Cesaro, Miz, and R-Truth. Or maybe they just go with Cesaro versus R-Truth or Cesaro versus Miz, but it wouldn't make sense to put the Miz back in that spot. He just lost a 2 out of 3 falls match for the title against Cesaro, so that one's another fishy piece of booking by WWE as usual. Next one, I don't know what they're doing with Kane and Daniel Bryan. I'm assuming at one point they'll be fighting each other. The way they're going, maybe WrestleMania, but sometimes it feels like that's at WrestleMania is where they're actually going to drop the belt. So you're either going to get Kane versus Daniel Bryan, or some type of Team Hell No versus the Rhodes Scholars, or either Tensai and Brodus Clay type of match for the tag titles. That's where it looks like those guys are going. Wade Barrett versus Sheamus, it looks like they're going in that direction for the IC title. The match should actually be a decent match, even though I'm not really a fan of Wade Barrett since he's been back from his injury last year. But you know what? These two guys are decent workers. Sheamus being a better course, so you could get that match. The next one is Chris Jericho. I'm hearing 3 different names tossed around with Chris Jericho. It'd be, well, really 4: Dolph Ziggler, Mark Henry, Ryback, or The Shield. At first there were plans to turn Jericho heel, but now there might be some reservations about it. So I would like to see it be versus Henry. I think that match would be entertaining. I don't want to see it versus Ryback. Maybe against The Shield. I doubt that one, though. And against Dolph Ziggler, I would like to see him put Dolph Ziggler over at Mania, but at the same time, it's like, how many times do we have to see these guys wrestle? The 4 matches left would be the matches that are set in stone. Of course, Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. I think we just seen all of that come to fruition this past week, finally. I expect Paul Heyman and Vince to be in their corners, and hopefully there's some type of stipulation. We know it's going to be a no disqualification or a no holds barred match, but hopefully they add something to it to give the match more meaning. Undertaker and Punk looks almost to be a lock. There's been rumors about Punk not being excited for the match because the ending is too predictable, but hey, that's what you get when you go up against the Undertaker at Mania. But it would do a lot for his career and also give him some credibility. Hopefully it ends with a face turn for Punk, or maybe just he can just go back to being a tweener instead of being a full-fledged heel. Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger, of course. People have been going crazy over it the last couple of weeks about should he be in it, should he not be in it. I think he should go for it. Before his arrest, it came out that, you know, there were rumors about him being the planned winner of that match, and he was going to win the world title. My hope would be he wins it and Ziggler cashes in on him and turns face, but it makes too much sense for WWE to book it that way. But ADR and Swagger is a definite lock. And then the number one lock is The Rock versus Cena 2 for the belt. They still almost have the well, they got rid of the option of throwing Punk in there with the way the match ended on Raw. But Rock versus Cena 2, I don't expect it to be as good as the first one. But I'm all expecting John Cena to go over in this match from everything I've seen, heard, and everything. I just believe in my gut that Cena's going to win this match. But that would be the updated WrestleMania 29 card. Like I said, this WrestleMania, I believe, is going to really disappoint people. It's one of these ones where you look at the card and you're like, this could be a solid card, but then again, it's WrestleMania. It's supposed to go big or go home, and WWE, I have the feeling they're going to come up short. But thank you for tuning in to this video. There will be more videos to come. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Twitter at TheMadGenius313. The links will be in the description. Thank you.